Oh. Okay.
Has a little handle.
So like this.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So. Oh, I
Have
see.
you got a close
All right.
up of that?
Hold on.
You
Label.
want to get that label.
Hold
It's
on.
important.
Hi, folks. It's Toss, GNAT News. It's Scoop and me again, and we have a couple really unique things. What this is
It's a bagless vacuum.
it's way before bagless vacuums were the bee's knees. So, all right, Scoop. So how'd this thing work?
Well, it works like a regular push vacuum. And if you want to move the brush, you crank the...
All right, I can't stand up because I'll be out of the thing. Okay, so here, I'll put this on your lap. Hold that. Give me that pen, Scoop. Get rid of that.
Okay.
All right, so we got what? We got a cranker here,
Right.
and it's attached to
And the cranks
a
the
string.
brush.
It's got a string here.
And it's a belt drive.
It's a belt. It's a belt drive.
Belt drive with string.
And if I turn that here, keep that right on your shoulder. I can't go any higher. Are you seeing it, folks? How's that looking? So, and then the thing turns. Scoop, who made this?
This was made by a guy called Joseph Hattlinger. In 1873 is when he had a patent on it.
Wow.
So let me show you the bagless feature here. You just empty the dirt out of it by opening the little door.
Oh.
And then you dump it in the
Got it.
trash
So this
and go
fills
on.
up with dirt,
Right.
and then you just open that door
Right.
and dump it right out.
Right.
That is amazing, and it's all built with strings, which you can replace.
Right. It's like they might have been replaced.
So-
before.
This is worth what? A couple $100s?
Well, I don't know. I think it may be worth more than that. But the highest comparable value we found on these old vacuums was one that was about the turn of the century, so it was 25 years newer than this. And it was almost $300, so I would say that it could be worth $400 or $500.
So, can I just say something? So this is, I've never seen one of these.
Mm-hmm.
These definitely aren't laying around.
Right,
They're probably pretty damn rare,
right.
and it's under $500 in value. I mean,
Sure.
what does it take to make something worth real money? I mean, why isn't this $1,000? I mean, there's
Well, I don't really know. It might be if you got to a place, being in the auction business for 40 years, I can tell you that if there are two people in the room that want it, it could go, that they could bid each other up to that much.
So then, is a lot of times what is a value is based upon the last sale?
Comparable sales, condition, and just timing. Timing is a very important thing. And the condition of the economy is important because when you get a good economy, people go and they freely spend.
And let me ask you this, because this just triggers this, because I've never seen one of these, so I would not have known this existed. So are there things, like, in the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
new fish keep seeming to pop up, like there's a
Right.
hole to another reality.
Right.
Are there antiques that we've forgotten existed that could still be laying around people's houses that haven't been
sure.
seen, have never been seen since the last time they were used? Is that,
Provenance is important if they belong to somebody important. This particular vacuum belonged to some people in my wife's family.
and
But
they just
if
kept
they
passing it
had
down.
been famous people, of course that would steer the value much higher.
All right, so we're gonna move this. We'll be right back with a couple more objects. Hold on. All right, we're back. So, what have you got, Scoop?
I've got some root beer mugs here. Here's an old Harris root beer mug, and it's from the 30s, maybe a little bit before that, and a Buckeye root beer mug. And the Buckeye root beer mug was from the same vintage. I did an auction one time for a guy who came from the Midwest, someplace near Chicago, and his father had owned a root beer stand, and had old original mugs. We have others.
How do you know they are what they say they are? Is there?
Well, I know because the estate was real, and I
Oh, I see.
auctioned the
Okay.
estate, and I knew it, and had pictures of the place where they came from, really.
Now this one has no stamps, but this one does have something.
This one
stamped
has a
in.
certification.
And what is that
It
usually?
has,
what does
we
that
call
mean?
that being signed.
Signing is significant because why?
Right.
It's a date.
It's just an additional authentication.
So it's like a brand
Mm-hmm.
in the thing. Are there a lot of these things in existence?
There probably are. There's any kind of porcelain or pottery. There's a lot more stuff in existence than we used to think there was. So the price doesn't just skyrocket like it used to.
Okay.
More and more people saved things, and fewer people want to collect them now. So some of that stuff just isn't worth what it used to be, but it has value to me. And like I say, the book value on that one's about $25, and book value on that's a little bit more. I think I saw them for $38.
All right. You've got something else here.
Oh, these are opera glasses that we brought from Paris, and they're it's called Chevalier Optician in Paris, and it's signed Chevalier Optician there. And it
idea
has
on the
sort
age?
of a hunter motif, but they're
Yeah, it
opera
does.
glasses, and there again they look kind of old-timey. They probably turn of the century, 1900,
1900s.
early 1900s, but
They work.
they work well.
Yeah.
They're good, and they're fun.
So
And they make they look good on a table.
they are they valuable on a table?
Well, they're not all that great. I'd say between $35 and $60. That would probably be in the $50 area.
Gotcha. What do you do? Like when you see an item, like you have a sense of what things are worth.
Right.
So if you're out there and you find something, would it be better for you just to buy it and come home and find out it's worthless, or do you go away and
I've never lost anything doing that.
Right.
Because sometimes you're not going back, so you won't get it the second time you go through.
Right.
So I would buy it if you don't pay too much for it. It's not going to kill you.
So it's better to, if you're out there and you hit a tag sale and you find this unusual object,
Right. I just buy
grab
it.
it.
I'd make whatever deal I can for it and take it home and
find out
take
that.
my chances. Make sure it's in good condition.
Do you have boxes of stuff that you brought home and you went, oh my God, I shouldn't have bought that?
Not really. I've never regretted anything I bought or sold.
I think on that note, I think
And I've never lost a penny. Let me tell you.
so there you go. Thanks so much for being with us again. And Scoop, as always, thank you.
Well, thanks for coming by.
We'll see you again. All right. Cool.